After seeing that thumbnail, I know why you're here. Check it out. Today we making butter garlic scallops. I'm gonna just put it all right here so you guys can see. This is it. It's kosher salt and pepper. Then we got a little butter right here and we got olive oil. This right here is super simple. You guys can find scallops at your local grocery store. If they got a butcher/seafood counter, you can find these, right? So the first thing you're gonna do is you wanna heat up your pan. You can use stainless steel. You know, today my tool of choice, and always my tool of choice by preference would be, you know, a cast iron skillet. Now we wanna get like a medium-high heat, right? We wanna get some heat in here, then I'm gonna go ahead and add my olive oil. Okay, so as we bringing this cast iron up to temp, right? I want you guys to pay attention right here. Let's talk about the secrets to searing. This is the secret to getting a good sear on your scallops, right? You have to, and when I say you have to, that's what I mean. You gotta make sure you pat these dry. More than likely, these scallops are not the freshest, meaning that they were caught, you know, prepared, cut down like this, but they was probably frozen, right? So when you get them, they're gonna be full of water. You gotta be able to dissipate some of that water. And then we're gonna go ahead, after you good with that, right? Now it's time for us to, you know, go ahead and season. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a little kosher salt, right? They don't need a whole lot. You know what I mean? It's really up to your palate, but this is like a fleshy type, you know, I just call it like a fish, you know what I mean? It's really, really, really fleshy, meaning it absorbs everything. So this will absorb it, help draw out some of the moisture too. And then I'm gonna come with the black pepper. Now, some people season theirs with, you know, other different types of seasonings also, outside of just salt and pepper. But for me, I know this works. I eat these all the time. And just trust me, folks, you guys can talk about it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you would do. And if you had scallops before, did you just use salt and pepper? Okay, so look, I'm gonna stand in front of this pan right here so you guys can see, maybe you can see a little bit of the heat, the smoke coming off, and you can catch it off with my background being dark, right? You wanted your pan to be a little bit hot, because listen, I said we wanted to sear, right? So now, I just go ahead and add, and just to let you guys know, I'm adding an infused olive oil. You know what I mean? So, do that. I can see it's a little bit on the hot side, but that's the way we want it to be, because we're gonna sear, right? Now I'm gonna take them, and I put them in just like this. You hear that? That's what you're gonna wanna hear, folks. Now look, we talk about a sear, right? This is gonna be key. You don't wanna mess with them, you don't wanna pick them up or nothing like that. You wanna put them in there. For this size, I'm gonna say they go about about 2.5 minutes. You know what I mean? And then we'll flip them over. But you want them to stay down there. You want to form that color, get that crust. And then I promise you, when you taste these, if you ain't never had them, these right here is fire, folks. When I'm searing, I don't like to pick nothing up and look at them under the bottom, right? Underneath the bottom. Because when you pick it up, it kind of like just breaks that seal, you know what I mean? And then it lets all of the olive oil get it, you know, get back up underneath it and all of that. So we don't want to touch it, but I'm gonna show you one of these right here. I'm gonna flip this one right here because I know it's right. You see that one right there? That's what you want to get, folks. That's him. Now, I'm gonna go by here and start checking all of them to see where they at in the cooking process. Like that one's good. All right, we turn, look, there we go. Remember I put these on first. That's good. You guys get the picture. Okay, so then when they're ready, you want to go ahead and just take them out. I don't want to put no paper, you know, towel under there because I want them to stay as juicy as possible. You know why? Because now we're finna make a sauce, folks. Okay, so look, let me give you guys the keys so you guys can be, you know, successful, right? Look, when you take your scallops off, you want them to be about 115 or 118, something like that. Because listen, when you take them out, listen, the heat are still gonna be inside that and it's still gonna continue to rise. We wanna see 125, 130, right? So I turned off my fire, right? And now I just add my butter, right? We're just gonna let that melt on its own. Then I'm gonna add a little lemon juice, you know, from my lemon. Then we're gonna make just a little bit of a sauce. We're gonna put it back in here. We're gonna take some pictures and I'm finna devour these. All right, so look, now I turned my fire back on, right? I just wanted my pan to cool because we was in sear mode, right? This cast iron holds heat, so it takes a minute. So I multitask. I go ahead and put my butter in there, let it, melt on its own, then I turn it back on. Now I'm gonna add my garlic. After about 30 seconds, then you just wanna go ahead and squeeze a fresh lemon. You see I use my hand as my strainer. I turn off my fire, right? If a seed get through, you can just pick it out, right? This is it right here. I'm just gonna add myself just a light pinch of kosher salt, a little bit of pepper, give it a stir. Then we're gonna put our scallops back in here and we just coat just over the top. All right, now we just add the scallops. All right, and if you didn't know what I was talking about, this is what I meant. You just put this right over here like this, get them nice and coated again. Whew. Look at that right there. Scallops, anyone? Okay, folks, now you can see what the final presentation is, right? Now listen, I could have made some like garlic parmesan, white rice, put that on there, got it going. I don't want to like over talk it. I'm just trying to give you guys some suggestions. You know what I mean? And now I'm just getting ready to just cut this right here so you guys can just see. I want you to come on in here and take a look at this. Let me move this. You see that right there? That's what you want. Look at the color. Look at the flesh. Still nice, soft, juicy. Look, I'm gonna dab it here. And guess what, folks? Cheers. You looking to level up your game and take your cooking to the next level, you got to start making stuff like this. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared of it because you only see it on them high-end, restaurants, they have it on their menu. But this right here, you can catch them on sale, pick you up some, super easy to make, salt and pepper. Can't beat it. I didn't really say it everything. Listen, the consistency of the flesh is more like, it's not rubbery at all. For those of you guys that have had shrimp, because a lot of people don't eat shrimp, but if you ever had the shrimp, the texture is just like, hey, it's just like super soft. If you don't overcook these right here are like a delicacy. Hey, with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Did you know that these were this easy to make? Now, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. This time, I'm about to walk off and leave some of these so everybody can get some. I'm out. Peace.